Why did we survive when stronger, faster, and more adapted species were wiped out of existence? 3 million years ago, in the early African savanna, a small group of hominids was seconds away from becoming just another evolutionary footnote. Another failed experience of nature, another dead end in the tree of life. The gigantic python that slowly strangled a tribesman didn't know it was about to rewrite Earth's history. Neither do hominids themselves, but someone knew. Death by constriction is peculiarly cruel. It is not fast like a predator that rips off the jugular. It's slow, progressive. Each breath is shallower than the last. The heart works harder while the blood finds less space to circulate. Bones begin to give way under impossible pressure. And the consciousness remains until almost the end, forcing the victim to experience every second of their own destruction. This hominid, with a brain still developing the capacities that would one day allow us to contemplate our own mortality, already understood enough to feel pure existential terror. His tribe could not save him. They had fragile bodies and primitive minds. No technology other than sharp sticks and stones. No strategy other than the instinct to flee or fight. Nature had purposely made them weak, betting that bigger brains would compensate for smaller muscles. But brain evolution takes millions of years, and they had seconds, and then the intervention, not divine but also not natural, something between worlds. The lit torch that should not exist arises from a silhouette that defies terrestrial anatomy. Too tall, too thin, with proportions that make the primitive brain scream contradictory warnings. Predator, non-predator, threat, savior, possible, impossible. The creature moves with mechanical purpose, applying fire to the serpent with surgical precision. The python retreats. The victim is released, but the real event hasn't even started yet. The night sky is filled with impossibilities, lights that descend without burning, metallic objects the size of houses that float silently before landing with unnatural lightness, doors that open to reveal interiors illuminated with light that does not come from fire, and more of them. Dozens of tall, skeletal figures who observe hominids as entomologists studying particularly interesting insects. There is no violence in his gestures, but there is no goodness either. There is an agenda. What happened in the following hours was never recorded in caves or oral tradition, but it was registered in our DNA. Sudden mutations that paleogeneticists to this day cannot fully explain. Very fast cognitive leaps for normal evolution, as if someone had deliberately accelerated our development, as if we were an experiment that needed last-minute adjustment. And now, millions of years later, we carry genetic scars from that encounter, codes that shouldn't be there, capabilities that emerged too quickly. Did we evolve naturally, or were we cultivated? Were those nocturnal visitors saviors, scientists, or something more sinister? And most disturbingly, are they still watching? But before you reveal the archaeological evidence that scientists have been desperately trying to explain and what this primordial encounter means for our future, leave your like and subscribe to the channel, because what you're about to discover will transform your complete understanding of what it means to be human.